Hi everyone. Oh my God. So the Fed keeps rates the same. Okay. Fed is keeping rate the same. I'm looking at news right now. The market is not. The market. The S&P is up 1.6%. But watch what I told you. This might be political. You keep the rates high enough so that the next guy comes in and he's got a recession on his hands. I don't know. We'll see. But the point is that, as you could see, they're not doing anything. And the statement is very important for the Fed. And the statement is indication that essentially, the unemployment is still pretty low. We're not in bad territory. And the second thing that he said essentially is that we have a little bit more leeway, but overall, the economy is chugging along. So basically, I'm not at risk of a recession, right? And inflation is still there, so I could afford to wait a little bit longer. And what does this do? The Russell 2000, which is now the rotation trade, way up 0.78%. Obviously, the S&P is doing better, and the Dow is doing better. The Russell is still a bit below. Now, having said all this, I think you need to realize something is that with with inflation, what you need, especially if you're going to want to make money on your portfolio, you have to start to realize that inflation is just not going to disappear completely, and rates are not going to go to zero. Those days are gone. We have to live with a certain amount of inflation. Why? Well, because now we need to compete with a deficit. What does that mean? Listen to me. You're gonna need well, first of all, you're gonna need growth to fight the deficit. Well, why do we care about the deficit? Well, you care about the deficit because, as you could see, not only in this country but in other countries, there's a lot more focus on and this is my new theory. There's a lot more focus on deficit spending. I mean, everybody's outbidding each other to see what they're going to do to lower taxes or spend more money and spend more money on this and immigration, all that. All these things cost money, even if when you reduce taxes. So they're all outbidding each other, doing it overseas as well. So what does that mean? That creates a deficit. How do you reduce a deficit? Well, the more painless way to reduce a deficit is for you to have growth in the economy. And for you to have growth in the economy, you need some sort of inflation. I know it's perverse. So for 1 second, you got to stop. First, you have to start following everyone else, and then you have to stop thinking that we're just things are going to get back to normal. The rates are going to go back down again, and then things are going to be like they used with